I think I know what's going to be at the State of Play. Now I know there's a bunch of rumored things that are already half confirmed. Stellar Blade's going to be there. They announced that. It's going to be 40 minutes long. They announced that. We're going to see Rise of the Ronin. They announced that. And then there's some rumors floating around. Concord will be there. And apparently it's going to be similar in tone to Guardians of the Galaxy. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. It looks like the subtitle is leaked. Maybe Death Stranding movie. Silent Hill 2, that will be there. Sonic something, possibly a Generations remake, remaster, or sequel. Maybe something not Generations at all. Shadow DLC, Shadow add-on. There's some Sonic things happening, no doubt, no doubt. Judas, the BioShock spiritual sequel from creator Ken Levine. PS5 Until Dawn thing to coincide with the new movie TV show thing that's announced as well. This is all stuff that's kind of heavily rumored and has been floating around the internet for the last couple weeks, but I think I know a little bit more than that. I think I have an idea of some absolute barn burners that are going to appear here at the State of Play. Here's what I expect to see. Number one, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. January 31st is Final Fantasy VII Day. It's celebrated every year. It falls on the same day as the State of Play, about 4 weeks before Rebirth comes out on February 29th, Leap Day, of course. I think we're going to see three things specifically. One, they're going to say the game is finished, it is gone gold. Number two, they will show us a launch trailer or final trailer for the game. And number three, they're going to shadow drop a PlayStation demo for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They're going to have the whole thing, and they say, and to celebrate this event, after the show, you can download and play the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo. Please look forward to it. On the heels of that with Square Enix, I do think that we are going to see an announcement, a re-announcement of Kingdom Hearts 4. And I say this because Square Enix has been on this alley-ooping schedule for hype for their big first-party games. Right before Forspoken came out, they really started promoting Final Fantasy 16. Then, right when Final Fantasy 16 was about to drop, they had the big Summer Game Fest announcement, and they started plugging Rebirth. Now that Rebirth is about to be here, I think it's time to get the hype train rolling for the next big Square Enix game, and I think that's Kingdom Hearts 4. That should launch, I'm hoping, by the end of this year, maybe in that February-March timeframe of next year, but maybe fiscal year 2024. Talking about first party, they haven't set the expectations that this is a third party only State of Play. It's also one of the longest State of Plays that's ever existed. We know that we're going to be spending a lot of time on a deep dive of Rise of Ronin and Stellar Blade, but I think that there's room for some first party activity as well from Sony. I expect to see two games from two different studios that are both very high profile, and I think that they're going to be here in a big way. One is the next Sucker Punch project, likely Ghosts of Tsushima's follow-up, Ghosts of Tsushima 2, Ghosts of something else, Ghosts of Tsushima sequel. Sucker Punch has been working on a follow-up for that game for quite a while. I think it's time to reveal it. We need to know what those first-party studios are working on. The other one that I think that we'll see, Team Asobi. You might know them from Astrobot Rescue Mission or Astro's Playroom, which came pre-installed on your PlayStation 5. They announced a couple years ago that they're working on their most ambitious project yet. I think that Astrobot is primed to become a household name. I think it's going to be the next Ratchet and Clank or Jak and Daxter for them. I love the fact that with the Astro franchise, they've really laid into paying tribute to the PlayStation franchises that we know and love in the history of the organization, and I think we're going to see them really double down on that. So I'm expecting a 3D platformer with a full price tag of $70, and I'm expecting that game to really have a huge influence and maybe even collaboration with other big first-party Sony IP, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Sackboy perhaps from Little Big Planet. Who knows? Kratos, Aloy. We'll see how I do. I think that these predictions are pretty good. I know that it's mostly stuff that we already know and then kind of four big swings, but I feel pretty confident in those four big swings. We'll find out together. I'll be streaming it on all platforms. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube and Kick live streaming. Just press the buttons down at the bottom of this description, and also like and subscribe and make my brain feel good. Thank you